Okay, next, another term is virus. And I'm sure everyone's heard the term virus before, but virus is a malicious code that requires user interaction. Again, that's the takeaway here. It requires the user to do something, to install and replicate. So as an example, here we have a computer, all right, and it's going to connect, either upload or download to an infected computer, all right, or infect some other computer, all right. We're going to download an application, we're going to click on some executable, it's going to go out and contact another computer, all right. That is the infected computer. Anything you see in purple, right? From there, it will replicate, and once a virus installs, it can do other things, all right. It can contact other computers and start to spread throughout a network, right? The old, a friend told two friends, and they told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on, right? So it can spread throughout the network very quickly if left unchecked. So if we take a look at the list here, the top 7 viruses of all time, and again, this list will change, and depending upon where you read, they place some above others and so forth. But just generally speaking, the top 7 viruses would be Stuxnet, right? Around the 2009-2010 timeframe. Stuxnet basically attacked the SCADA systems, or the control systems, in the Natanz nuclear facility in Iran. By implanting malware in those systems, they were able to basically trick the infrastructure, right, the control systems that control the centrifuges for those nuclear reactors, to report that everything was fine. So the operators that looked at that equipment didn't realize that they were actually starting to heat up and spin out of control. The malware and the virus that was implanted reported back everything is A-OK. All the while in the background, it started to spin things up and ultimately destroyed or damaged very significantly that nuclear facility. So the amount of damage is really unknown. And beyond that, that Stuxnet virus, or that piece of malware, actually was seen elsewhere outside of just the Natanz nuclear facility. So it actually either jumped ship, or it was taken and spread elsewhere as well. All right, Conficker in 2009, $9 billion in damages estimated. Over 3.5 million PCs infected. MyDoom, 2004, again, we're going back 13, 14 years now, $38 billion in damages, 2 million PCs infected. All right, so a large number of PCs and very massive amounts of damage, right? The SoBig virus, 37 billion. I Love You, 2000. Okay, now we're going back almost 18, 19 years, $15 billion in damages. Code Red, Slammer, right? These are names you may or may not be familiar with. As you can see in the bottom here, it took the viruses listed here between 10 minutes and 96 hours to spread, with the average being 24 hours. So within a day, it's able to spread across millions of PCs and create billions of dollars in damages, right? So viruses are a very big deal, something we need to take very seriously, right? Malware is a big deal.